I'm Johanna Colliantes and we're discussing about von Neumann computer model. John von Neumann, December 28, 1903, February 8, 1957, was a Hungarian-American pure and applied mathematician, physicist, inventor, and polymath. He made major contributions to a number of fields, including computing, von Neumann architecture, linear programming, self-replicating machines, and stochastic computing. Von Neumann architecture, also known as von Neumann model, is based on that described in 1945 by the mathematicians and physicist John von Neumann and others in the first draft of a report of EDVAC. Describes a design architecture for an electronic digital computer with parts consisting of processing unit containing an arithmetic logic unit and processor register, a control unit containing an instruction register and program counter, a memory to store both data and instructions, external mass storage, and input and output mechanism. IAS machine was first electronic computer built in Institution for Advanced Study, IAS, in Princeton, New Jersey, USA. It is sometimes called a von Neumann machine, since the paper describing its design was edited by John von Neumann, a mathematics professor at both Princeton University and IAS. The general organization is called von Neumann architecture, even though it was both conceived and implemented by others. The IAS was binary computer with 40-bit word storing with 20-bit instructions in each word. The memory was 1024 words. In kilobytes 5.1. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Katrina Lazarte and I'm going to discuss about methods in designing an ALU. Multiplexer design. The multiplexers have been used in the ALU design for input and output signal selection. The multiplexer is implemented using pass transistors. There are two kinds of multiplexers implemented: 2-to-1 multiplexer and 4-to-1 multiplexer. Multiplexers are also a combinational logic circuit designed to switch one of several input lines through a single common output line by the application of a control signal. The first multiplexer design is the 2-input. We can build a simple 2-line to 1-line multiplexer from a basic logic NAND gates. At the truth table, we can see that when the data select input A is low, at logic 0, input I passes its data through the NAND gate multiplexer circuit to the output, while input I is blocked. When the data select A is high at a logic 1, the reverse happens and now input I passes the data to the output Q while input I is blocked. The next multiplexer design is the 4-to-1 channel. Here, we would therefore require 2 data select lines, as 4 inputs represents 2 data control lines, given a circuit with 4 inputs. In this example, at any one instant in time, only one of the 4 analog switches is closed, connecting only one of the input lines A to D to the single output at Q. As to which switch is closed depends upon the addressing input code on lines A and B. So for this example, to select input B to the output at Q, the binary input address would need to be A equals logic 1 and B equals logic 0. Full adder design. In ALU, full adder forms the core of the entire design. The full adder performs the computing function of the ALU, adds binary numbers and accounts for values carried in as well as out. The full adder is usually a component in a cascade of adders, which add 8, 16, 32, and etc. bit binary numbers. The circuit produces a 2-bit output, output carry, and sum, typically represented by the signals. Full adder design is also a 1-bit full adder adds 3 1-bit numbers, often written as ABC in. AB are the operands, and Cin is a bit carried in from the previous less significant stage. A full adder can be constructed from two half adders by connecting A and B to the input of one half adder, connecting the sum from that one input to the second adder, connecting C, I to the other input, and or the two carry outputs. Through the implementation of larger logic diagrams is possible with the above full adder logic, a simpler symbol is mostly used and represent the operation. In this picture, you can see the inputs as A and B, and the outputs is C in, C out, and S for sum. Full adder is also a little more difficult to implement than a half adder. The main difference between a half adder and a full adder is that the full adder has 3 inputs and 2 outputs. The first 2 inputs are A and B, and the third input is an input carry designated as C in. When a full adder logic is designed, we will be able to string 8 of them together to create a byte-wide adder and cascade the carry bit from one adder to the next. The output carry is designated as C out, and the normal output is designated as S, or the sum. Take a look at the truth table. From the truth table, the full adder logic can be implemented. We can see that the output S is an exclusive OR between the input A and the half adder sum output with B and C inputs. We must also note that the C out will only be true if any of the 2 inputs out of the 3 are high. Thus, we can implement a full adder circuit with the help of 2 half adder circuits. The first will have half adder will be
Hi, I'm Clifford Calleja and my report is incorporating a shifter in an ALU. Okay, simulan na natin ang aking topic. Figure 1 is a block diagram of a processor of one example according to the invention. Kung saan, dito makita sa figure 1 ang tatlong shifter na kung saan nandun si first, second input at yung katlong shifter which is a 17 ang siya naglalabas ng output. Meron din tayong ALU at shift control unit. Figure 2 is a block diagram showing a construction of a shifter control unit shown in figure 1. Ito ang makikita sa loob ng shifter control unit kung saan nandun si maximum possible shift count ng first input at second input at syempre yung dalawang coefficient at syempre yung shift count determining unit kung saan siya yung nagpa-process bago siya i-output ng 14, 15 at 17 shifter. Figure 3 is a block diagram showing a construction of a maximum possible shift count determining unit shown in figure 2. Ito yung nasa loob ng maximum possible unit ng first input at second input. Sa right nandun si least significant at sa left nandun si most significant bit detector. Na pupunta nila kay set, tapos isi-set, i-output kay maximum possible shift count calculator kung saan siya yung nag-output ng maximum possible shift count. Then, figure 4 is a block diagram showing a construction of a shift count determining unit shown in figure 2. Ito naman yung kung paano siya nag-shift count kung saan nandun si maximum possible ng first input and second input at nandun na rin si coefficient ng dalawang input. Tapos nandun si bit shifter kung saan sa kanya muna nagaganap ang unang pagpaprocess bago siya i-output ni shift count calculator. Then figure 5 shows an explanatory construction of a shifter 17. Ito yung nasa loob ng ALU kung saan bago siya ibato kay shifter 17 kailangan muna siya mag-process as logic shifter or arithmetic shifter. Then ibabato kay set, then si set ang maglalabas ng output. Then figure 6 is a block diagram of a processor of another example according to the invention. Si figure 6 ay katulad lang ni figure 1 kung saan dito naman mas marami lang wire na nakakabit at nakaiba sila ng pwesto. Figure 7 is another block diagram showing a construction of a maximum possible shift count determining unit. Ito yung isa pang example ng second at first input kung saan makikita natin dito si least significant sign na pinapasa kay maximum possible shifter count. Figure 8 is another block diagram showing a construction of a maximum possible shift count determining unit. Ito naman ito sa first and second input kung saan dito naman makikita natin si most significant detector na siya naman yung ginagamit para sa maximum possible shift count calculator. At ang last figure which is 9 is a block diagram of a processor in a prior art. At ito yung figure 9 kung saan si register siya yung control shift unit na binabato kay sa first at second input na shifter. Na itong dalawang to, siya yung nasa babato sa ALU, na si ALU, siya mag-aano ng logic unit ba to, arithmetic unit, na binabato kay register, na si register ay mag-output. Then, ito yung mga formula na ginagamit. Then, in this example, A is equal to 2, B equals to 3, C is uniquely determined based on the selected A and B. The shift count C in the shifter 17 is calculated in the following manner. Equation 4 is generally expressed by equation 6. Ito yung ginagamit na formula para makuha natin ang shifter 17 yung i-output niya. Then, equation 14, which is shown below, is generally expressed by equation 7. Ito yung ginagamit na formula. Ito yung ikalawang formula na ginagamit para makompute yung shifter 17. Then, by comparing the coefficient of x and y in equation 6 and 7, equation 9 is obtained as follow. Pagka-compute mo ng equation gamit ng equation 6 at ng equation 7, makukuha mo na equation 9. By applying logarithms having the same base of 2 to both sides of equation 9 and equation 10 is obtained as follow. Ito naman yung formula para paggagamitin mo ang equation 9 at equation 10. Gumagamit sila ng logarithms. In equation 10, logarithm 2 is the coefficient of x represented by the left shift count so that the value of logarithm 2 is equal to the value r1 stored in the coefficient register 12. Similarly, logarithm 2 is equal to the value r2 stored in the coefficient register 13. In addition, a and b and c can be expressed as follows. These are apparent from the definition A, B, and C respectively. Ito yung mga gagamiting formula respectively for A, B, and C. When equation 11 is a substitute into equation 10, equation 12 is obtained as follow. Pag ginamit mo equation 11, which is ito, which is yung kaninang pinakita kong slide, pag pinagsama mo si equation 11 and 10, makukuha mo sa equation 12, which is ito yung magiging formula niya. Based on equation 12, C can be obtained from one of the equation C equals to R1 minus A, or C equals to R2 minus B. In this example, R1 equals to negative 2, R2 equals to negative 1, and A equals to 2, and B equals to 3. So that C can be obtained as follows. C equals to R1, A equals to negative 2, minus 2 equals to negative 4. Or C equals to R2, B equals to negative 1 minus 3 equals to negative 4. Then, as a result of the operation expressed by equation 13, which is yun yung nasa isang slide, Z equals to 4x plus y divided by 16. The shifter 14, 15, and 17 shift data based on the shift counts A, B, and C, calculated by the shift count calculator 42 respectively. Si 14, 15, ito yung formula ni 14, 15, and 17 bago niya i-output yung mga in-input ng first at second. Then, note that regarding the right shifting performed in the shifter 17, if the first and second input are signed binary data, the shifter 17 performs an arithmetic shift, and if the first second inputs is unsigned binary data, the shifter 17 performs a logic shift. In accordance with the control signal applied via the control signal line 18, in this case, since the first and second input are signed binary data, the shifter 17 performs an arithmetic shifting by 4 bits to the data of the output from the ALU16. The above processing is equivalent to equation 14, so that an operation result with the highest accuracy can be obtained as described in the description of the prior art. Ito ang equation 14. Z equals to x plus 2y divided by 4. Then, in another
Hello everyone, my name is Poljan E. Candelaria, and now I'm going to discuss about analysis of the design of a commercial ALU chip. First, what is ALU? ALU stands for Arithmetic Logic Unit. ALU can implement basic arithmetic operations and logic operations. This section analyzed the design process of a commercial 4-bit ALU chip, the SN74181. Makikita natin dito ang SN74181 Logic Maps and Function Table. Meron tayong 4 na control bits, ang S3, S2, S1, at S4. Ang L ay nagre-represent ng 1 at ang H ay nagre-represent ng 0. Bawat row, makikita natin may iba't ibang mga formula. Sa unang row, NOT A. Makikita rin dito ang arithmetic operations. Cn is equals to 1 and Cn is equal to 0. Makikita natin sa pangalawang table natin, nagbago ang mga logic operations and arithmetic operations sa bawat row. Mapapakita naman ng table na to ang mga design ng nangyayari sa SN74181 ALU chip. Pins indicating the number of 74181 ALU chip. Ito, makikita natin ang 4 na control bits, ang S0, S1, S2, and S3. Ang mga input ng A0, B0, A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, and B3. 16-bit ALU can perform by connecting 4 74181 circuits, fast carry-in chip, and by between chips, so it would take relative long time to generate F base 0 minus F base 15. 16-bit ALU. Take 4-bit as a group using method like 4-bit carry loop ahead adder. To implement 16-bit ALU formed by 4 ALU chips, 74181 ALU chip can generate GN, PN, then 16-bit fast ALU can implement by AND or NOT gates and 4 ALU chips. As you can see here, nakikita natin ang 4 na 74181 ALU chip. In creating 32 bits ALU circuit, combine 8 74181
Hello everybody, my name is Janvian Daniel and welcome to my lesson about parallel fast adders. So today we tackled about 4 new topic last time. So it's called von Neumann analysis of the design of a commercial ALU chip, incorporating a shifter in an ALU chip, methods designing an ALU, and finally parallel fast adders. So what is parallel fast adders? So, an arithmetic unit, ALU, is the heart of the CPU. Siguro, kung meron tayong brain of the computer, meron rin naman tayong heart, di ba? Siyempre, hindi rin naman tayo, parang tao lang rin. Hindi mo mabuhay ang tao kung walang utak. Hindi rin mo mabuhay ang tao kung walang heart. So, siguro, meron rin siguro sa computer, meron yung heart and brain katulad ng siguro basta alam na natin yun. The ALU is usually as a binary ALU. The performance of the ALU is mainly determined by its adder. We need to design a fast adder to get rid of the excessive carry propagation time of the ripple carry adder. So ito po ang paano natin masosolve ang FNCN. So ito po yung design of full adder. Full adder with the carry bits Cn-1, Fn, and Cn are given as below. Ito po ang ating formula for Fn. Ito po ang ating formula for Cn. So, paano po natin, takil muna po natin dito sa Fn, kung paano po natin siya makukuha. Siguro ngayon, magagamit natin ang truth table. Nandito ang AND, OR, and NOT gate. And, ang operator niya ay times. Ang OR plus, and NOT siguro kabaliktaran, opposite of the value. So, unahin muna natin itong xn not, yn not, cn minus 1. So, as you can see, xn not, yn not, cn minus 1, wala po tayo nakikitang plus dyan. So, technically, it's a times. So, it's an AND not. AND gate. Sorry for that. So, 0 times 0. No, sorry. Mali. Let me rephrase that. 1 times 1 times 0 is equals to 0, right? Katulad nung katulad nung rule natin sa AND gate. Basta may 0 sa ating truth table, 0 ang output niya. So, xn not, yn not, cn minus 1 is equals to 0. Then, daan po tayo sa xn, yn not, cn minus 1 not. So, xn, 0 times 1 times 1 is equals to 0, right? So, dadaan naman tayo dito sa xn not, yn, cn minus 1 not. So, 1 times 0 times 1 is equals to 0. And the last one, xn, yn, cn minus 1. So, 0 times 0 times 0 is equals to 0, right? So, sa sinagutan nating sa truth table sa mga to, di ba? 0, 0 to, 0, 0, and 0. So, technically, the output is 0. So, ayun na yung sagot. So, punta naman tayo sa next line dito para sa Fn. Para meron naman tayong output na 0 and 1. So, punta naman tayo 0 and 1. So, xn not, yn not, cn minus 1. So, 1 times 1 times 1 is equals to 1. Right? So, dako naman tayo sa susunod. xn, yn not, cn minus 1 not. And 0 times 1, 0 times 0 times 0 is equals to 0. And xn not, yn, cn not, 1 times 0 times 0 is equals to 0, right? And the last one, 0 times 0 times 1 is equals to 0. So, pagplaplasin natin yun, 1 times 0, 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So, sa ating OR gate, basta may 1 lang tayo, magiging output natin ay 1. So, 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equals to 1. So, eto po yun. Ito na po ang ating magiging sagot. So, tama na po tayo. Check and check. Dako naman tayo sa Cn. So, same as the above kung paano natin ginawa. xn, yn not, cn minus 1. So, din ko na babasahin, basta i-compute ko na lang. So, try to follow me and yeah. So, xn, 0 times 1 times 0 is equals to 0. Next one, 1 times 0 times 0 is equals to 0. 0 times 0 times 1 equals to 0. And 0 times 0 times 0 is equals to 0. So, pag-add natin sila lahat. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equals to 0. So check na to. 0, diba? 0 yung Cn natin. So, punta naman tayo sa may 1 para sabihin natin tama yung sagot ko. Ne? Then, punta tayo dito sa line na to. Kung saan may 1. Pinakaunang 1. 1, 0, 1. And output niya ay 1. So, punta tayo dito. Dito naman tayo magsimula. Gawin natin ang truth table. 1 times 1 times 1 so it's equals to 1. 0 times 0 times 1 is equals to 0. 1 times 0 times 0 is equals to 0. And 1 times 0 times 1 is equals to 0. So 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equals to 1. Tulad ng sagot natin dito. So tama. Yay! So, dako naman tayo sa susunod. Design of full adder logic maps. Fn is equals to xn. So, ito na po yung, hindi ko na babasahin yun. Ito na po ang formula natin kanina. Formed by two half adders. So, makikita natin sa diagram. So, nagkaroon tayo ng xn dito. Di ba ang ano natin dito, ang logic gate natin dito sa xn not. So, naglagay tayo ng xn not. Same rin sa yn, same rin sa cn. Kasi lahat naman dito sa formula natin may not, di ba? So xn not, yn not, and cn minus 1 not. So, ayun. So, nagkaroon rin tayo ng walang not sa ating xn, yn, and cn minus 1. So, kukuha tayo sa kanila ng tigi-isang line or connector para mag-connect sa end gate natin. Kasi, syempre, times 2, di ba? Times rin to. So, pagkatapos natin i-connect sila sa ating mga end gate, pupunta naman tayo dito sa dalawa nating OR gate kasi nagkaroon tayo ng plus, 'di ba? So, ayun. At the same time, nagkaroon tayo ng NOT kasi dahil nga sa ano nila para makakuha natin. Tulad dito, ayan no. Tapos ayan, Fn and Cn. So, ayun na po ang ating design of full adder. Okay. An n-bit adder can be produced by connecting n full adders. Carry is transferred serially and Fi is calculated when Ci minus 1 is coming. Time consumed is determined by number of bits. So, eto po yun. X1, Y1, Xn, ganito po yun. Design of a fast adder. How to improve the speed of adder? Siguro lahat naman tayo, we aim for speed, we aim for perfection, right? So, dito natin malalaman kung paano natin mapapabilis ang ating adder. Katulad nga ng sabi din sa pangalan ng aking report, fast adders. So, game. Change the pathway of 1 by 1 carry bits. Ito po yung magiging formula po natin. As you can see, katulad dito sa ating first example of the truth table, apply lang rin natin po yan. Madali lang yan. Parang pag-ibig lang yan. So, ayun po. Apply lang naman natin. Katulad lang rin yung ginawa natin kanina. Magkakaroon rin tayo ng AND or and NOT gate. Parang times plus plus plus. Dito naman, magbabago lang ating paggagawa dahil mauna ang parenthesis. Katulad nga ng rule natin sa PEMDAS. Right? Parenthesis, nakalimutan ko yung E, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, right? PEMDAS. So, let's get it up. Let's move on na. The carry of the full adder of the Ci depends on the Ci minus 1. Although n full adders work in parallel, the carry signals are generated and propagated in sequential. The worst case of carry propagation occurs when a carry signal propagates from C0 to Cn all the way along the carry propagation circuit. Carry look ahead. It reduces significantly the carry creation time by generating the carry signals for all the bits at once directly from the input carry C sub 0. The nature of the carry propagation, C sub 1 is generated as long as one of these two conditions is meeting. Both x sub 1, y sub 1 are 1. Either of x sub 1, y sub 1 is 1, and c sub 0 is 1. So technically, lahat ng x sub 1, y sub 1, and c sub 0 is 1. So, ayun na po yun. So, then c sub 1 can be expressed as c sub 1 is equals to x sub 1, y sub 1, plus x sub 1 plus y sub 1 times c sub 0. So, apply lang ulit natin yung ating PEMDAS. Right? So, the nature of the carry propagation. C sub 2 is generated as long as one of the following condition is satisfied. So, katulad ng sabi natin kanina, both x sub 2 and y sub katulad ng sabi natin kanina, x sub 1 and y sub 1 is 0. Same lang rin sa x sub 2 and y sub 2 ay 1. Either of x sub 2 excuse me, and y sub 2 is 1, and x sub 1 and y sub 1 are 1. So, katulad nga nasabi ko, katulad nung kanina lang, x sub 1, y sub 1 ay 1, and x sub 2 and y sub 2 is 1 rin. So, technically, magkapares lang rin, katulad nung kanina. So, tulad rin, c sub 0 is 1. Yun lang yun, ganun lang. Same lang rin kanina, copy nyo lang, ganun. Pero, ibang ating formula for C sub 1 and C sub 2. Okay? Ito po yun. Makikita nyo po dito. So, let's move on. Ito na po yung ating mga formula for C sub 3, C sub 4. Yan po. Okay. Carry propagate function, PI, and carry generate function, GI. Ito po yung dalawa. Sa GI natin, ang ating operation is minus. And for PI is plus. Ano pa ba? So, GI. Ano ba ang GI? When x sub 1 and y sub 1, x sub I and y sub I are 1, no matter whether there is low order carry bit, the current carry bit is generated. When either of x sub I and y sub I is 1, if there exists low order carry bit, then C sub I minus 1 is propagated to high order carry bit. So, kahit ano daw sa GI, kahit may nag-exist or nagke-carry ng low order carry bit, 1 pa rin siya. Same lang rin sa PI. Ito po ang ating formula. Yung PI, P1, G1 into C1 to C4. Yan po yan. Since the input variable take inverted values its output generated and the inverted variables none nor and or not can be read just as GI is equals to xi minus yi and gi naught is equals to xi minus yi naught and xi naught plus yi naught. So, ayun po yun. So, ayun po mga niya. So, makikita po natin dito sa xi and yi natin. Nagkaroon po agad tayo ng AND gate. Kasi dahil po dito, nagkaroon po tayo ng x sub 3 plus y sub 3 times y sub 2 times y sub 2. So, ayun lang rin po yun. X sub 1, y sub 1. X sub 2, y sub 2, x sub 3, y sub 3, x. Ganun lang rin po yun. Then, kukuha po tayo papunta sa OR gate. Kasi, may plus po tayo dito, diba? May plus po tayo nakikita. Ito po. Ito, nakita po natin. Nagkaroon po tayo ng plus. So, kumuha po tayo ng connection sa kanila. Same lang rin po yun para mapunta sa F1, F2, F3, F4, and C4. So, same lang rin po yun. Katulad dito naman po sa G1, P1, NOT. Kasi nagkaroon po tayo ng NOT gate po tayo dito sa C1. C1 NOT. GI NOT, G1 plus P1 plus times C0 NOT. Nagkaroon po tayo ng NOT. Dito rin po, nagkaroon po tayo ng NOT. Oh, dito po, NOT, NOT, NOT. So, nagkaroon tayo ng NOT gate po dito. So, ayun po, ganun lang po yun. Simple as pie. So, the black carry look ahead circuit. Theoretically speaking, expression C1, C4 can be expanded to higher order bits up to n-1 for n is greater than 4. However, as the bit number increases, the number of produced product product terms and maximum number of literals in a product term in the expression will increase proportionally. So we limit the fan minus fan in of an AND gate or an OR gate to 5. The maximum allowable size of a single stage carry look ahead circuit is 4 bits. So, ayun na po yung pinaka-maximum talaga natin, and allowable size is 4 bits. So, sa AND and OR gate naman, maglilimit po tayo ng 5 bits. So, ito po yun. So, nagkaroon po tayo dito sa G ng AND gate. Dahil po, where is it? Kasi po, dahil po dito. Kaya, ganun-ganun lang po yun. The carry look ahead circuit. Ito po ang ating the block carry look ahead circuit. The set of a carry generated function of 74181G is 1. As long as one of these conditions satisfied, both x sub 3 and y sub 3 are 1, that is G3 is equals to 1. Either of x sub 3 and y sub 3 is 1, and x sub 2 and y sub 2 are all 1, that is P sub 3 G sub 2 is equals to 1. Basta po lahat po ng ating variable ay mag-output po siya ng 1. Basta yun po yun. The requirements to meet group carry propagate function of 74181 P equals 1 is either x sub 3 or y sub 3 is 1, either x sub 2 or y sub 2 is 1, either x sub 1 or y sub 1 is 1, either x sub 0 or y sub 0 is 1. Therefore, P is equals to P sub 3, P sub 2, P sub 1, and P sub 0. So, yun lang po. So, ito po ang ating formula for CN1, CN2, and CN3. Tulad rin ng mag-apply lang rin po tayo ng truth table ng AND or and NOT gate. Kasi meron po tayo ditong AND OR gate, NOT gate. Pero meron na rin po tayong AND gate dahil po dito. So, let's move on. Ito po ang 16-bit fast adders. So, ayun na po. Doon na po nagtatapos ang aking report. So, thank you for much for watching, everybody. I hope I can see you again and listen to me again. So, thank you for all for watching me. So,